Good morning, everybody. Today is February 7th, Saturday. Happy Saturday. Let's go over games happened on February 6th, Friday. The first game is the trade deadline was on Thursday, and the Miami Heat they were thinking about trading Tyler Hero, maybe include him in the package, try to get Giannis. So that did not happen. Um, and of course he's still out. Kawhi Leonard is just in a tough situation right now. 10 minutes here, I think it's okay to let him go. He's one of the guys like if somebody gets traded or bam or something happens, he comes in playing 30 minutes. He has huge potential, right? On a per game basis, I would say if he gets 30 minutes, he's better than Ben Adebayo. But no changes. Definitely droppable at this point. Norman Powell played 35 minutes. He's been playing, playing better and better. 4 steals and 3 threes, but he's been struggling in the last month. Um, Bam has honestly played better without not next to Kawhi Leonard to take all his rebound and blocks away. Powell, yeah, in the last month he's 165th ranked player, and Bam in the last month is 41st ranked player. David Mitchell is back. He's must roster in category league. 6 assists, 1 block, and 2 threes. That's just what he does: assists and threes. And we have Andrew Wiggins popping off with 26 points and 2 steals. We look at the Celtics. They barely squeezed out a win. So they got Vucevic this game, and they got him over the trade deadline. So it's interesting. Now they shaking things up. Vucevic is still gonna be great. If anything, I feel like in the Celtics system, they're gonna put him in better spots for him to succeed. Offensively, no concerns. It's his defense. 12 rebounds, 28 minutes. Yeah, him coming in is going to impact Nemia's value quite a lot. He still had a great game with 11 rebounds and no defensive, and he had 4 personal fouls. So yeah, I wonder how much time they're gonna play each other. For now, just hold to see what happens. Derrick White played 41 minutes here, 1 steal and 4 blocks. Big game from him. And Jaylen Brown had 29 points, but a lot of turnovers. But yeah, the biggest thing is they got Vucevic. That helps them, I think, quite a bit, especially offensively. The next game is the New York Knicks lost to, this is a super bad loss. And yeah, I mean, the Knicks won 8 straight before this, or 7 straight. Jalen Brunson goes 4 for 20. No Cat, so Mitchell Robinson plays just 20 minutes. Not much else. Yeah, if Cat continues to miss games, Mitchell, we need to roster Mitchell. Mikal Bridges 19 points, and Josh Hart had just 5 points. Yeah, and also all the guys were out here. OG Anunoby was out. It's just a bad game from the Knicks. It's okay. Just move on to the next one. For Detroit, Gray Wayne, Kate Cunningham played just 22 minutes, 11 points, 5. Kate Cunningham has fallen off a cliff since the first month. In the last month, he's just 108th ranked player. Like counting number wise, 9.6 assists is still very good. But guess what? 70% from the that has been the concern with him. Is just his bad efficiency. Now it's kind of coming back in the last month. Definitely a buy low, throw him a top 30, 40 player. He's the first one, but it's gonna be hard to get him, especially if the guy picked him in the first round. 70% from the free throw line, 44% from the field, and 3 turnovers. It just kind of shows like, he's probably getting paid in 6, 7. It's just a huge difference between, like, if you're the 6th and 7th pick and you get Kate Cunningham, and you compare him to Giannis or Luka or Shea, the value difference, you're a couple picks away. But those guys just way like miles ahead, better than Kate. So Duncan Robinson hit 3 threes, that's fine. Isaiah Stewart got the start because Jalen Duren was out. If Jalen Duren is out, Isaiah Stewart could be an easy stream, and Alsar Thompson had 2 steals and 3 blocks. All right, move on to the next one. We have the Pacers. They still lost to the Bucks. The Bucks, they are probably going to shut down Giannis because he's gone. they couldn't get a trade down by the deadline. So J-Huff, 1 steal and 2 blocks. Yeah, I mean, you can definitely stream him, but if you ever lose minutes, drop him. And nobody is safe, really, from game to game, the minutes. Aaron Nesmith only got 27 minutes here. Siakam, of course, they're going to play him until, I guess, he gets hurt. Right now, they really have nothing to play for. I don't know if they have their pick. Yeah, the worst team. They are not making the play-ins. Yeah, if they have their pick, it's best to just tank. It's not like they need any extra help with tanking, but it seems like they still play Siakam a lot of minutes, trying hard. Jarris Walker played 30 minutes. He could have good value if he gets minutes, but you just don't know. You just don't know if he's gonna get minutes. For the Bucks, Kevin Porter Jr. has been back. Great game, 23 points, 8 assists, 7 rebounds. Yeah, he's gonna have a great. Just if he stay healthy, he's gonna be great. Same thing with Ryan Rollins, of course, with Kevin Porter Jr. That's gonna impact his value a little bit. Bobby Portis had 21 points off the bench with 3 threes. And, they did something interesting. They started Miles Turner and Jericho Sims together. Jericho Sims is a beast, fantasy beast. He's going to commit a lot of fouls, but a lot of blocks, a lot of rebounds. And he obviously cannot space the floor like Miles Turner. But, the Bucks, they're trying different things. Respect them for that. 4 threes by AJ Green, a great 3-point streamer. All right, move on to the next one. We have the New Orleans Pelicans. They beat the Timberwolves, so sometimes things like this do happen. Although I would say the Pelicans, they're 4-6 in the last 10, so they're not that horrible. And Zion Williamson hasn't really missed that many games in the last month. He's still nowhere close to where people expect him to be. 117th ranked player in the last month, but he played 15 games in the last month. 60, his biggest thing, of course, is the bad free throws, but really, really good field goal and points. Really, that's what he does, and some rebound and some blocks. Honestly, with Zion, as long as he's playing, you're happy. He shot 85% on 13 attempts here this game. Derek Queen, 17 points, 8 rebounds, 3 threes, 4 for 4 from the 3. That's great. Trey Murphy at 26, yeah. The whole Pelican squad, Sadiq Bey continued just to be unbelievable. 30 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists, and a steal, 3 threes. Yeah, roster him until something else happens. Just, because he's been playing so well, they're not really going to change it. They're gonna ride with him. Herbert Jones had 3 steals. Yeah, great 3-point defensive stat streamer. For the Timberwolves, this is a surprise. Anthony Edwards had 35 points and 5 threes. That's a really good game for him, but he was a -12. Randall, pretty well balanced game. Great efficiency, 6 for 6 from the free throw line, 8 rebounds, 7 assists, and a block. And Rudy had a big game as well, 16 rebounds with 3 steals and 2 blocks. And they still lost the game. Dante really struggled. Just one game, I would have been too worried. They gave a lot of minutes to Bones Highland. It's not like he had 20 points and 4 threes, so offensively he had it going, but his plus minus wasn't that impressive. I'm not worried about Dante. Just one game. Naz Reid came off the bench, had 7 points, 2 steals, and a block. Yeah, Timberwolves doesn't seem like they're happy with their roster. So at the trade deadline, they didn't really do anything. They're happy with what they got. The next one, well, speaking of the trade, the Grizzlies, there's a lot of guys I think have really good value and we should pick up. Gigi Jackson. Yes, we need to pick him up. Gigi Jackson, Scottie Pippen Jr., and Tyrone Jerome. Those are the 3 guys I think we should pick up and see, just to see how things go. They're not giving a lot of minutes to Tyrone Jerome right now because, he's coming back from injury. But if that guy gets 25 to 30 minutes, he could be a top 40 player. Scottie Pippen Jr. is also a great fantasy player. If he gets 35 minutes a night, which I don't think they will, they're not going to give any of these guys 35 minutes a night. And for them, it's like 25, 27 minutes. If one guy is playing well that day, they're going to give him more minutes. So, but yeah, they got a lot of great players on this team. They also got Taylor Hendricks. They traded away Jaren Jackson Jr. So I feel like that's um, they're just blowing everything up. They're gonna trade Ja Morant as well and just rebuild, which I think is the right move. You're not gonna win with Jaren Jackson Jr. and Ja Morant. Yeah, you need way more than those two. So it's fine, just blow it up. Uh, Jalen Wells, I don't not a big fan of him, but like Gigi Jackson, he can really score. He's aggressive. Scottie Pippen Jr. and Ty Jerome, if he's still on the waiver wire, and of course Ken Spencer. Um, if you like him, yeah, he had a decent game, 26 points off the 26 minutes off the bench with two threes and 18 points, 5 assists, 2 steals and a block. He's a very quality player. Um, for Brooklyn, they yeah, Danny Avdia he has disappeared in the last month. 150 first round player, and maybe he's hurt. Maybe he's hurt. He made the All Star team, so maybe he's happy with that. Scoot Henderson came back after I don't know how long, had 4 personal fouls in 21 minutes. I think he fooled us so many times. Yeah, if he Drew Holiday, let's say Drew Holiday is out, he played 35 minutes. Yeah, we could stream him for that's if you need assists and some points. He's just not very good. Maybe this year, yeah. Let's see. Let's see how he plays the next couple weeks. Robert Williams, just 19 minutes, he had 3 blocks and 13 points. Great. He's always a great streamer. And Donovan Killigan had 17 rebounds, which is really, really good. But after his rookie season, he's just not blocking that many shots. Maybe he's just trying to put his hands up, not going for them. Jeremy Grant, 23 points. If you need points and threes, we need to roster him. Tamani Pamara had 3 threes and 15 points. All right. Moving on to the last game of the night. The Clippers, of course, they had the James Harden, Darius Garland trade. Kind of came out of nowhere, you know. But yeah, Garland is still out, I think. Let's see what. Maybe could be both for good teams. Because to be honest, at least for the Clippers, even with Harden, the West is just so stacked. If they're in the East, maybe they can come out. There's a way higher chance. You have Denver, you have OKC, you have, Spurs this year too. So just, you get a younger guy, try to rebuild, build toward the future. Because, yeah, you technically getting a little bit worse, but it's still probably first round exit or second round. So we'll see. Just a nice change of scenery. And, they always say Harden chokes in the playoffs. And then for Cavaliers, I think, yeah, they want to go win now. And, it kind of makes sense for Harden. He has a way better chance to kind of come out of the East. And when you come out, when you go to the finals, right, it depends on which team is deeper, healthier, which, the Cavaliers have a lot of high-quality players. So I think, yeah, they give Cavs short-term upside where, Clippers can maybe build toward the future, maybe. But Garland is 6'1", though. That's always going to be the issue. Defensively, he's going to struggle. Kawhi still had a big game, 31 points, 12 for 12 on the free throw line. Yeah, the Clippers are still going to compete. So I'm honestly this year I'm not too worried about Kawhi. He's obviously gonna miss games, but he's been healthy so far. Brook Lopez 9 rebounds, still in 3 blocks, 15 points. I'm sorry. I also just remembered they traded Zubac away too. So perfect. They all have Lopez, so just stick with him. Lopez needs to be rostered. John Collins needs to be, also become must roster. 22 points, 7 rebounds. And Derrick Jones Jr. maybe could also be a must roster. Let's see how many minutes he gets. And Batum, right? For the Kings, they just made 0 moves. Maybe they made some. They traded Dennis Schroeder, yes. They got DeAndre Hunter. Yeah, I don't know what that is for. Honestly, they should. Maybe they got some draft picks. I'm not sure. But what this team should do is trade away Russell Westbrook. I'm sorry, Russell Westbrook probably don't. He's very cheap. Trade away Zach LaVine, trade away DeMar DeRozan, trade away Sabonis, get like a bunch of picks. That's what they should have done because I feel like DeRozan and Zach LaVine could help, like a lot of contenders. Well, also, it's not looking good for Sabonis to be honest. He's already missing so many every other game, and he's already dealing with a bunch of injuries too. So, 131st round play. They have a back-to-back. That's why he missed the first leg. Um, but I would pick up Dylan Cardwell. He came off the bench, but just 8 offensive rebounds. When a guy gets you 8 offensive rebounds, just like Mitchell Robinson, you gotta find him more minutes. 1 steal and 2 blocks, just unlimited energy from this young guy. So I really like him in category leagues. DeRozan plays just 20. Yeah, you can already see it. Russell Westbrook gets 20 minutes. Some of the bench guys get more minutes. Nobody's safe now on the Kings. And that's it, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. And that's it, guys.